this. But there is this interesting story as well from the Ghana Postal and Courier services. I think 2 days ago and yesterday, I've seen them embarking on an exercise where...
Together with the police.
Exactly, together with the police. So the motorbikers,
the motor
riders are doing their rounds in town. They stop them and tell them that, well, you need a license before you can proceed with your job. Maybe, like Chris also said, they may be ignorant. They don't know about it, but of course, ignorance is no excuse to the law.
No,
so,
but wait, for me, for that particular one,
they are helping us. So.
exactly. And this does not have to do with ignorance, does not whatever.
It's the look on your face for me.
I actually do not really support how the things or the exercise is being taken.
Really?
Do you understand? Because I feel like people are jobless, and then I have a bike, and then I get up one day and say, look, I want to, empower myself by doing delivery. Some people don't know their procedures to all this thing.
How is that? I find that
they just have their they just have their licenses and they just start. And then secondly,
they do not have a license.
No, I mean they just have their license to ride.
Okay, moto.
Yes. Because when you listen to them, like some of the videos that were making rounds, you can tell that this person genuinely doesn't know there's even a law like this.
It is unacceptable.
But you wouldn't just have your taxi or your vehicle and say, I want to be a taxi driver, I want to do... Even, well, I don't think...
In as much as we're talking about this, do you realize that this whole motor delivery thing is still new? The terrain is still very new. So that is why there's supposed to be some sort of education, because it's still very new.
But you see, why I say I find it unacceptable is, if I want to venture into something, I don't just wake up one day and say I'm starting it.
You know, some people ventured into some of these things by mistake.
Really?
Granted.
Yes.
But
by the fact that they want employment.
Yes.
Granted.
And by the fact that, I probably have a bike, and then I said, okay, hey, I know Philip's boy has a bike. Boy, please help me do this thing. I'll give you some,
Sweetheart, that's fine. But while you are in it, by your second day, at least you must have engaged somebody who's already in the trade. Some information must have been passed on to you. What have you done about it? You get it? So yes, maybe we should tone down on the implementation, but the right thing needs to be done.
Well, so there was a report filed by a colleague here, Daniel Odro-Mensah, who really did some work on what the exercise is all about. Let's bring you that report after we have conversations on that on the show. Stay with us.
The Commission noted that many of those arrested were operating through ride-hailing platforms without properly registering their vehicles. Others were running independent delivery services without the required licenses. The Commission added that operators were given a 2-month grace period to comply, but dozens failed to meet the deadline. The Commission's Public Relations and Consumer Manager, Edwin Niyeboah-Begerson, cautioned that courier businesses without licenses are illegal and risk sanctions.
It is criminal to offer delivery services without license issued by the Commission, and that is punishable either by a fine, a term of imprisonment, or both, depending on what the court finds out. So it behoves all of us, both businesses who are licensed and individuals who intend to enter into this space, to find out exactly what the law requires of them.
Some of the arrested operators voiced frustration, blaming their ride-hailing platforms for failing to assist with the licensing process and citing high cost as a barrier.
I'm doing this, I'm paying for the company, and the company will give me order to do. So how come you are arresting me and you will leave the company? If they have registered here, what they said is the company have their own bike and they have registered their bikes. So we, the third party, we are working for them. Our bikes is not in, but because before you fill the forms, they will tell you that you should mention your motor number, your license and everything.
All the careers, I don't think people will come after us. You see that thing, So as I came here, the guy was saying that young people will come and they will tell them that there are only 15 riders. But if they come into the town, they see, plenty of riders in the town inside. You see, that's the way they worry us. So when they will find ways and ways they will solve all this problem. That way me and they watch. Yeah.
The Commission has stated that it will not relent on its fight to clamp down on unlicensed courier service providers. For Channel One Business, I am Daniel Odro-Mensah.
Well, so you've heard from the riders themselves, you've heard from the authority or the commission itself. Now, the new angle to the story is that the Minister for Communications, Digital Technology and Innovation, Sam George, has ordered the immediate suspension of a joint enforcement exercise targeting unlicensed delivery riders in Accra. This move follows a public outcry and chaotic scenes that erupted during the operation on Thursday, which is yesterday. The exercise conducted by the Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission and the Ghana Police Service led to the seizure of dozens of motorbikes or motorcycles and spark clashes with aggrieved riders near the National Theatre, event captured in a viral video that went viral. So we saw it in the reports there. But what the argument people are also making is that if you do not regulate the system, eventually we are going to have too many people who will be going about in this particular business without doing the needed thing. But joining us is the public relations officer for the commission, Ni Yeboah, who would give us details of what the exercise is all about and what really they are looking out for as they embark on this exercise. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Bob.
I trust you're doing well.
I am, and you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I want to find out from you. You have embarked on an exercise like this. Share with us the essence of this exercise you have shared or you have embarked on.
Basically, it's a compliance exercise. The Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission is set up, like you rightly said, to regulate the postal sector. And included in the postal sector are all these young men who call themselves delivery service providers. And the act that establishes the commission requires that before anyone undertakes such an exercise or such a service, the person seeks to have a license from the commission. Actually, the commission must license that individual or that service provider to carry out delivery service in any part of the country. So we set out at the commission having intel that these young men and some companies or enterprises are offering delivery services, yet they do not have license duties issued by the commission. So that was the reason we undertook that exercise.
All right, Mr. Nee, I have just only one question to ask, and I just want to know, was there any sort of like awareness campaign on this issue for people to know that you probably need a license to start delivery or courier service?
As a matter of fact, the commission deals with a number of companies who are licensed. Notable among these people are those we call the enablers. If I say the enablers, these are aggregators, the online platforms who offer delivery service. They are the platforms we go to on a daily basis to, seek the services of delivery companies. Many of these companies have taken on these young guys, and they are working for them. We didn't set out to punish anyone, but these companies were written to. They were written to provide us with details of the individuals and also, roll up on their. Hello?
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Give us details on the individuals they were also contacted to provide service on the platform. And it was surprising to know that none of them responded to the request that the commission put out there. And this isn't something that we set out to do only this week. It's been coming on. And they themselves have been asking us when we'll be undertaking the exercise. So to answer your question, if you want to know whether we did a general public sensitization, no. But within the sector, some sort of sensitization was undertaken.
Hi, Nana Tufo here. I want to find out, who are you targeting? The individual riders or riders working for organizations or enterprises? Because some of these delivery guys might be working independently of any organization. And then there are those who are registered businesses and have employed riders. So how are you approaching this?
So we are not targeting any individual. I think that must be stressed. We are not targeting any individual. What we set out to do is to ensure that any entity, and maybe that entity could be an individual who has taken it upon himself to work within the courier sector or the delivery sector. It will also include entities who are even companies that have been duly registered at the Registrar of Companies. So any such entity who hasn't got a license issued by the Commission to provide the service, which is the delivery service, is among those whom we target, not licensed entities.
All right, so I just want to ask, what's the process of getting the courier service license, and then how much does it cost? And also, is it the same price for individuals and organizations?
Yeah.
Is it like, do they share the same price or is different?
All right, so the Postal and Courier Services Regulatory Commission, we have our offices at Cantonment. We are actually behind the L1 barrack. Any entity that seeks to work in the courier sector or the delivery sector has to contact the Commission by applying. You know, you could write a letter and deliver info@pcslc.gov.ph. And in that communication, you indicate your desire to operate a delivery or courier service. There are measures or there are systems that the Commission needs to make sure that you have put in place, i.e., you have the vehicles that you're going to use to do the delivery service. What are the terms or the conditions under which you intend to provide your service? Because we do not have one-size-fits-all service in terms of delivery. There are same-day deliveries, there are express ones, and then there are people who have even, they have the expertise to deliver in particular industry. Okay, when you apply to us, your application is vetted. We take you through all the other things that we need to do after you provided us the basic documentations that we ask of you. Whether you are a company and you registered with the Registrar of Companies, you provide us documents to justify that. Then we come to your premises or your office to inspect the systems that you have in place. What are the areas that you set out to, store items you are unable to deliver on a particular day? What are your tracking systems that you put in place? When we are satisfied with all of these, you are placed in a particular category. And I must say that the Commission has two different categories. There's the domestic category and there's the international category. The domestic people do the delivery services only in Ghana. And even in that, they all state the geographical areas to which they can work. There are those who are working only here in Accra, those who are working where maybe here Accra and Kumasi, and then those who are working in the entire country. They are classified under the domestic category. Then the international one, of course, I think that doesn't need to be explained. And within these two categories, there are classes. There's a small, there's a medium, and then there's a large. But realizing that there are individuals who also want to undertake this delivery service or provide a delivery service, the Commission thought it wise and came up with a special class that we call the individual biker. The requirement under the individual biker is totally different from what the companies would provide. So an individual biker or anyone who wants to operate as an individual biker only has to have a damn card. One, has to have a vehicle, i.e. a motor or an electric bike or even a bicycle. Give proof of ownership of that motor bike. It could be yours, it could have been bought for you by someone, at least the vehicle should have been registered. And then there's a form at our office. You pick it up and fill it out. Then you submit the thing to the Commission. The Commission, yes.
Please go ahead.
The commission is mandated by law to issue a license within 60 days. But any individual or any entity who is able to provide us all documentation sometimes can get his license in a matter of 10 working days. And the same price isn't set for everyone. The price that you pay is determined based on the class in which you are and then the category in which you are. So let me start from the basics. If you are an individual biker, your license fee for the entire year, your initial license fee for the entire year is 1,070 Ghana. You renew
1,070 for an individual rider for 1 year.
For 1 year, exactly.
Okay.
And your renewal is 600 Ghana for the subsequent year.
Right.
And the commission desires people to grow or entities to grow. So the individual biker category is only a startup point, so that you come in, the commission, tracks you, and you are helped to grow your business, so that you move from one bike to two, and then you grow it up to infinity or to where your financial capabilities will allow you. Then when you go into the domestic category, what a domestic small category entity will pay is different from what a medium category will pay, and different from what a large category person will also pay. Same applies for the international people. They also pay quite differently from what the domestic people are paying. And it is also determined or rated, in terms of the classes in which they are licensed.
Okay.
So, you said, so the amount ranges from 1,070 to what?
So the highest entity or the highest license fee that is paid is actually paid by the international large.
Which is how much?
Say again?
Which is how much?
So now they are, for the international large people, their initial license fee is ranging around 25,000.
20 to 25,000.
25,000.
25,000. Okay.
Yes,
okay.
with renewals, part of it, right?
Yes. So I must indicate here that the license the commission issues out is a 5-year license, but then it is renewable every year. Okay. So your initial license fee is much higher than your renewal fee.
Right, right. Now, we understand the need for compliance, but this enforcement exercise, really, what was it meant to achieve? Revenue generation or consumer protection?
It is a combination of consumer protection and making sure that the terms that delivery companies or entities are set to operate by are actually kept. Because the consumer needs to make sure that what he's taking is exactly what he has asked for. And I must state here that somewhere last year, there was the need for the commission to work with other state agencies to ensure that our state is untouched. The reason being that some unscrupulous people took advantage of the presence of these individual riders to be smuggling items.
Right.
Narcotics was included, and then some, precious minerals that had to, fetch the country the needed revenue were also being smuggled via the use of these individual riders.
All right.
Very well. Now, just a quick one. What protections do you have for these riders, especially the officially registered ones under the commission? What protections do they have? I'm asking based on what you just mentioned about the smuggling and all that. Sometimes they complain that they are stopped, not any proper checks, but they may be delivering a product or sometimes food to someone, and the state in which it is left after the checks are done, sometimes it's rejected by their clients. So what protections does the commission have for some of these riders?
All right. So I really don't understand what you mean by protection. But if I'll say this, the commission actually helps them to use the right receptacles in conveying whatever they convey. And I'm very happy you mentioned food, because many of these entities, particularly the unlicensed ones, are carrying food in receptacles that are not even approved, not by the commission alone, but not approved by the FDA. So as we speak now, the commission works hand in hand with FDA. Actually, there is an MOU which is yet to be ratified, which will help our operators to identify which right receptacles they should be using, particularly for those who are conveying food. Because you realize that when you're conveying food, a particular cold chain must be maintained, you know?
Yeah.
But you find them carrying these items in some metal boxes, sometimes even in their backpack, which is so not acceptable.
Right.
You know, and this is not something that the Commission is only touting, but then it is a practice worldwide that the right receptacle needs to be used to convey the right item. And our license also enables them to seek contracts with state agencies, private entities, and also sometimes become an international franchise here locally. You know, if you do not have a license issued by the Commission, no international postal or courier agency will easily use that franchise here. So, yes, we also, whilst working with the police, we give them details of license officers. So those ones are not intercepted. If you find any vehicle, probably branded, and you think it belongs to company A or company B, whom you could be familiar with, I must tell you that the Commission will have a very good reason to do that.
Right.
Probably the person is faking his working with that platform, or as it turns out, it could be an unlicensed person who has been smuggled onto the platform of that entity.
Right.
And the Commission also seeks to check that.
All right, a final one. Now that's or based on the minister's intervention, what is expected to happen going forward?
Okay, so the Honorable Minister has asked us to halt what we are doing temporarily. If I say temporarily, I actually do not know the time frame in which a similar exercise or an improved one will be undertaken. But what I can say is that efforts are going to be channeled into conducting more public sensitization, and more of this will be undertaken within the sector, and then a number will also be undertaken on the mass media, so that individuals will understand. And even as they empathize or sympathize with these young guys or these entities when the enforcement exercise is being undertaken, they will also know that, as a matter of fact, such entities would have to abide by the tenets of the law.
Right. Thank you so much. I like your last name. How do you pronounce it?
Bergerson.
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 Wow. Edwin Bergerson. We need to find time and do this again. We'll probably bring you in studio so we can have an extensive conversation on this, because I'm also interested in how the Commission is looking to upgrade and integrate its systems with other regulatory bodies and even the security services in ensuring consumer protection, as well as some responsible courier service in the country. But thank you so much. We hope to do this again.
Thank you so much, and we'll be looking forward to having us again.
All right, do have a nice day.
All right, so
Edwin Bergerson.
So the Commissioner has revealed his plans to
engage
in more education. Or,
happy now?
That's the most important
following
thing.
the directive of
I'm very
the
happy because I feel like education, awareness should be the first thing to focus on before going for people.
But if you do not do the implementation like that,
we have some comments here,
on the enforcement, it wouldn't have catch fire like this.
Agree with me, and some don't agree. But let's just go through them a bit. Good morning. I believe the place being around to be disputed. However, pulling down already erected buildings can equally not be the best solution. Rather, a proper engineering solution is needed. And this is by Kojo. And good morning, host. My name is Mario Bismarck Asomani from Sukura. Please with me, I blame those who sell the lands. This is about the lands, right? And then the law is the law. Enforcement must go on, whether on Ramsar's site or on illegal courier service providers. Our system must work. The surest way for the country to develop is to enforce our laws to the latter. This is by Nutifafa. And now, good morning, team. Please, the guys are right, and the guys are right with the ignorance, but not understanding why the riders don't know. But trust me, prior to completing the university, I didn't know about voters' ID cards and all these other national cards for activities. Example, NHIS card, license, among others. And I was a 6A's student from SAH, so SHS. So just imagine these semi-illiterates. Awareness before action is recommended, and this is by Martin.
Did you ever engage in any activity that required you visiting a public institution or a corporate body while in university?
Wait, please. Some people don't watch TV, others don't do social media. Some people grew up on the farms or in other routine activities that they never stop to check what is going on in the country. And so I think this is still about awareness.
Those people are not doing delivery services in Accra.
Oh, they are.
You see, let's call a spade and not call it a digging tool. Let's face facts.
No, wait. You think everybody's on social media?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I agree that there are people who are not consuming social media. There are people who are not consuming mainstream television. But are they these people riding the bikes?
Some are.
Are they these people doing the delivery services?
Some are the ones that actually start the delivery services just because you call them to say, hey,
these people that you refer to.
Hey, Mohammed, how far? Come give something to my friend. I will give you 20 CDs. Mohammed, you do it once, do it twice, do it once. Mohammed has become my
delivery person.
My delivery person. I'm going to recommend Mohammed to another person. Mohammed has become that person's delivery service. And Mohammed will be like, oh, okay, Charlie, this thing they bill, I get small money. Why not?
Do you know the
Mohammed has started his business without watching TV, without being on social media. Mohammed doesn't have Facebook, Mohammed doesn't have Instagram for anybody to call him, but Mohammed has his niche.
Okay, so when Mohammed falls foul of the law, he will learn.
Well, you need billboards. You need billboards.
For me, I think every business you want to enter into, you certainly need to know the ins and outs of the business and what is required and what you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. Yeah. So you want to enter into a business like this, you should know what is required. Yeah. Say you need a license for A, B, C, D, so that you don't fall or you don't become a victim of the law and everything. Yeah. So maybe what you indicated earlier, the education is very important.
I think it's very important.
What if these people have been told what to do? For instance, we are sitting here, we record road crashes every now and then. The National Road Safety Authority would say that I go out to educate drivers on what to be done. Constantly. But maybe they are just not heeding to whatever the demands
are. The fire service has men in the markets doing constant education. Yes. But most of the fires are starting from the markets.
So a bit of enforcement is good.
Usually the cause of that fire is the same thing they've been educated about.
Right.
You get it? I admit and I agree entirely with you that the education, the awareness creation, 100% is important. But I tell you that the human mindset, the human attitude plays a major role in some of these things. We are naturally defiant.
What about
and that is what we should work at. And we can only work at that by enforcement.
Right. So what about the issue of saying the price might just be a little bit too much for some people?
Maybe.
It's for a year. You're running a business. This is the fee set by the regulator. Okay? Form associations, worker unions. That is if you are legit. And negotiate the fee. That's how it's done. But you don't cut corners. You don't swerve the thing because you think it's high. And when you are caught, you want to tell me that you are ignorant of what the rule is. I don't think that is fair to even you, the individual involved in the matter. It's not fair to the regulator. It's not fair to the country.
Because I'm also looking at it from another angle, the angle of these hailing apps. Hailing apps now have delivery categories. Exactly. How is that going to be sorted out? How are you going to know which hailing app hasn't registered for that? Because they just do transportation.
So, that's why I said we need to bring Mr. Bergerson back. Maybe sit down with him and understand what the registration processes are for the different, if you like, platforms or entities involved. So what are the requirements for a hailing app? That's the company itself. And then the drivers or the riders that subscribe to the hailing app, what are their own requirements? What is the requirement for a landed entity that is engaging in courier services. What is the processes, our application process like? That is different. And then for an individual, Mohammed, your friend, who wants to do delivery services.
That just came out, you know, exactly.
What does he have to go through? I mean, he gave us a general idea of what the process is, but maybe we need to sit down in our bid to do the education and break it down properly so people get to understand what it is. But I'm saying that you don't turn a blind eye to what is you are expected to do because you feel it is expensive or otherwise. And when you are found foul of the law, you come and feign ignorance. As for that one, I will never accept. It is not right. That is why we have laws in this country. And me, I tell you, me, I'm a Ghanaian. Born, bred, buttered, sugared, right here in this country.
No, but you see,
we are naturally defiant. Well, and the only way to ensure compliance is enforcement.
Anyway,
we have some of the beautiful laws in this country.
You can also join us out there with your thoughts, your comments, and your submissions. And also, we are opening the phone line 0302-784-969, 0302-784-969. Let's know what you think
any
of
case,
this.
What happened to the amendment of the Road Traffic Regulations Act? That was supposed to legalize even Okada riders and all.
I think
that's another one.
The transport minister, I think, formed a committee to brief the government on the best way to
How
go
long has that
about
been?
it. I covered that event.
How long has it been?
I think it's a month or two ago, or probably 3 or 4 months.
Have you been told? Have you been told that this is our conclusion? These are our recommendations.
But you see, it's a political party's campaign message.
Irrespective, you are no longer a party campaigning. You are in government.
So
you are engaging the people. We need to know what is happening with that.
Regularizing the activities of Okada riders. I can say it's a very difficult task.
Of course.
But
listen,
it's doable. You understand?
You see, sometimes we need to be careful.
To take time.
We need to be careful in this country.
How we have to get it done.
What's the data on Okada riders in this country? What's the data? Exactly. What's the category? Do we have an age bracket for all of them? I recall that one of the recommendations that came up was the 18-year cutoff. It caused a lot of uproar amongst the riders. They rejected it. I hear same has been amended. They've now proposed what, 21, I think. No, I think it was 21, and then they've reversed it to 18.
No, 18 is scary. I still won't sit on the bike of an 18-year-old. I'm sorry.
You get it?
I still won't.
Good. So what is the data on the demographics of Okada riders in this country? What ages are they in between? What type of bikes are they using for the Okada?
Exactly.
Now, when you go into that, what type of bikes are we prescribing for human transport, for cargo transport, for the delivery services?
And you hold yourself there. Let's engage this caller who is joining us. Good morning. Your name and what you are calling from.
Yeah, good morning. This is Prince calling from grievances.
Yeah.
I want to ask the Sakura guy. I don't really know his name.
9924.
Call me Sakura guy.
You can call him 9924.
Okay. So I want to ask him, do both drivers and then Uber drivers have an extra license for carrying humans?
Right.
Are both drivers expected to carry anything else apart from humans?
Good. They do carry packages also.
They do what?
Both drivers and Uber drivers, they it's not always that they carry humans. They carry packages and stuff.
Right.
And they deliver them, and they are not expected to have any other extra license. So why do we bikers are rather expected to have an extra license? Whilst we have our road ready, our insurance, our driver's license.
What are you licensed to carry as a biker?
Sometimes you don't know what I'm picking up. You just go.
No. I mean, you are asking me a question, so I'm answering you. And I'm asking, what are you licensed to carry as a biker? What does your license permit you to do?
No, you are just a biker. So
I'm the what?
You are a biker.
Right.
So you have no idea. And now even Uber has a package for carrying.
No. You're not getting me. Are you licensed to do delivery, or you're licensed as a motorbike rider?
Yeah, you are licensed as a motor ride biker. But the same thing applies to the drivers. Are you licensed to drive your car, or you are licensed to?
Can you just wake up and convert your car into a taxi?
Oh, people do that with the boat.
And is that right?
normally they're all private cars.
You see, well, let's not do this. Let's respect the laws in this country. There is a regulatory body which is mandated to ensure compliance, and you think we should just neglect them and do whatever we like in this country? Then we are heading for doom, boss.
No.
Let me help you. Both Uber, Yango, Shagzi, and all the
hailing apps, yeah,
they've already cleared that part,
exactly.
that hurdle.
They've gone through that
with
registration.
The Courier or the Postal Services Commission or what it is. But that is why a boat rider will pay a commission to
to both.
Yes, but you just have the license and the vehicle to go about your day-to-day activities. Even when you go to DVLA and you have a taxi, you are commercializing it. So they have a way of licensing you different from that of a private vehicle. I hope you are getting it. So if this commission is asking that now you are transporting goods from one place to the other and you are doing business with it, you would have to be licensed. So you go through the process seamlessly. I think that is how it should be. Maybe we need more education, like what.
In any case, can a license B holder qualify to drive a truck?
Yeah, hello.
Yes, I'm asking. Can a license B holder qualify to drive a truck?
No.
So you need the qualification for the job you want to do.
Good.
Yeah.
All right. So before we let you go, have you experienced any of the issue of, the body trying to hold you or trying to make you understand that this is what you're supposed to do and not go ahead with your daily delivery service, like what happened yesterday and 2 days ago? Did you experience that?
Yeah. So yesterday I was part of those who went for the demonstration.
Oh, great.
Tell us about it.
What exactly were they asking of you?
And the thing is, you see, when you are working under a place, like normally you are working under a company,
right?
So these things are supposed to be done by the company. So our concern is, we the riders, our concern is, why? Because anytime you end the trade, a fee is deducted from your money. So why don't you take from that fee and then you pay for those working under your slave?
Okay. Right. So you want the company.
You now arrest the riders.
Right. I get you.
So you want the company, exactly. Or a hailing
so you want the
app.
company it to be registered, to have that license, and then you operate under the banner of that license, and so the company should be held and not you in the absence of that license.
Of course, because I have no party.
So you have subscribed to that company. You pay commission to the company.
Good.
Great. I get your point.
Yes.
I get your point.
So that's why he was talking about the
ride-hailing apps.
The drivers.
The drivers.
You understand? Because some bikers are on the hailing app too as bikers. So if the riders are paying and they can go free, why can't they also go free when they are paying commission?
Yeah. I understand you. I get you. So these are some of the questions we'll put to the Postal and Courier Services Commission, Regulatory Commission, and then we'll find the answers to that. We're looking to bring them in studio one of these days so that we can have an extensive conversation. And then I will ask that you, the riders yourselves, will also call in or text in more questions like these. So we can put it before them. But I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question.
I understand where he's coming from.
Yeah, and thank you so much for making us understand that, what the drivers are going, or what the riders are going through, it's not the same thing that the drivers are going through, even though they might be on the same platforms.
Yeah, I understand you. And then I can put it into the difficulties of navigating this space where we find ourselves, because the commission might stop you because it is you that is on the road riding.
Yeah.
You get it.
But you ride under a company.
Exactly. But I don't know how it works and if it's possible, but when you are stopped and it is established that you ride under this company, then the company should be held.
Exactly.
You get it.
That's what we saw on the reports. One of them was explaining that you should not hold me. I have actually registered under this company. So it's the company because I pay commission.
Mr. Bergerson would have to give us further explanation on this. But Abdul from Mama Saman is joining us. Abdul, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Let's hear from you.
Please, the person in Kakra.
Okay.
Go ahead. Oh, we lost Abdul.
Oh, too bad.
Well,
too bad. We need the Abduls to call us. They have the real experiences.
They have the
ride
experience,
these
exactly.
bikes, so we can understand exactly what the concerns are, what is being demanded or required of them, why they are not meeting, and what their challenges are, and then we can put the whole conversation into a proper perspective.
The commission do not have the data of how many riders are under
hailing apps?
Yes. So, for instance, I'm dealing with Yango. You should know the number of riders.
Yango should be able to provide the commission with the officially registered riders.
Yeah, you see, it's easy to say that because we don't realize that people sign up every day. People get jobless every day and sign up every day. So the numbers are likely to change every day.
Ishmael from Kaswa is joining us. Ishmael, let's hear from you.
All right. So I just want to agree with my sister there. You understand? Because education is very important.
Yeah.
Me like this saying, I hardly listen to news like radio. My own be sport. So once I wake up, just listen to sport, watch sport. I'm good.
Ishmael, even before you continue, from today, start watching ChannelOne TV and
download the app.
Listen to 97.3 CTFM. Download the ChannelOne News app on the Google Play Store. Thank you. But continue.
All right. So you see, the education is very important.
Yeah, true. I agree.
You understand?
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to sit to political side, but when it comes to campaign time, see the way banners and stickers are all over the place. But why can't we do something like that when it comes to things that we need to learn?
Those are political parties, so they are not state agencies.
Yes. But what I want you to understand is, me like this, I'm a taxi driver.
Right.
You understand? Right. So just imagine the time I wake up, go to work and all of that. These days I'm in the house. So that's why sometimes I go through the channels and then maybe when
you have a radio in the taxi.
Yes.
You listen to this. You're playing Shatawale.
Musical.
You're playing Shatawale in the car.
When I own the music,
right.
So the education should be more important.
True.
You understand?
True.
So even if I don't hear, somebody might hear and tell
you exactly.
But how come he's watching today if he doesn't listen?
He said he's not working these days.
Oh, okay. So
maybe the car is in the the
shop.
Yeah. So I had accident. I think
sorry.
Yeah, I'm now in the.
But we hope you are well. You're fit.
Yeah, I'm fine. But the sprinter that hit my car, I mean. The driver ran away, and when you go to the police station, they are doing you up and down. It's a whole lot. So for now, I'm in the house.
All right, Ishmael, we wish you all the best. We wish you all the best.
All right.
Thank you so much for calling.
Ishmael has made his point. Education.
All right, still on education, we have a message here. Salute y'all in the studio.
Okay.
Y'all.
Okay. We hear you.
Even when one want to take his delivery thing to another level from one recommendation, the only best thing is to ask questions to know what to be done. They're talking about Mohammed issue. At least from the person who sent him on delivery regularly. In Ghana, most do not even want to be regulated, thinking it's not really necessary. But then again, I agree that there must be giant billboards and traditional media advertising. He put advertising in caps. Charlie, you guys are doing a great job and keep the convo going on. And this is hashtag Bold Talk from Tema.
All righty. All right, let's talk to Christian. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm from Glasgow. I want to talk to my area guy.
Yeah, talk to me.
You know, ignorance is not an excuse.
Thank you.
Yeah, but then, not today. I don't know. You need to get a Courier license aside your riding license.
Yeah.
If not today. So I say the awareness of some of these things to be in our local dialect.
Okay. Yeah, that's a fair point. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in our local. But 90% of the people there, I don't think they will understand or they have time to go and listen to the English news or whatever it is. Yeah, so that's my worry.
Thank you so much. That's a fair point.
Most of the awareness should be in our local dialect.
Yeah. So
but what if we also had it this way, that you go to DVLA and you are licensing your Okada or your bike. There can be a portion in there that mandates you to license it if you want to enter into the service. So from the word go, when you're licensing the bike, from DVLA is set and all that. We don't know whether that is being done. So when you move out, it's already done. Then the courier service can also, or the commission
pushing me
can
into a
take.
territory that will get me wet.
Feel free,
You don't
feel
have
free.
an issue with this duplicity and multiplicity of roles in this country.
Yeah.
One organization or institution is doing this. Somebody will come into power and tell you that they have set up this to do the
So
same
you mean
thing.
this
or a
thing
similar thing.
could be under DVLA?
Or if it cannot even be under DVLA, they should work together with the DVLA in the
Yes.
awareness part and let
So
them know that, okay,
direct
as
the
you are
person to this
doing
place.
this like this, there is this optional. If you want to do delivery, you can just pay this money
Yeah.
at once. But if you're not ready, so this guy will know that, okay, I don't have the money right, but later on I will pay. Yeah. Anyway, we have Seth from Adenta joining us on the line. Hi, Seth.
Hello, good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning. You're welcome to Breakfast Daily.
Thank you very much.
All right,
So,
can you share your thoughts?
yes, so my problem has to do with when the law enforcement has you on the road, right? They will just say, yeah, sure. They will not explain anything to you. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I am a rider. I go through the process before I get the opportunity to do a delivery.
Right.
So in any case, if the law enforcement get me on the road, at least try to explain certain things to me. Okay, they key. Sometimes they force you to take the key from you.
Yeah.
You see, park. Okay, you talk to me nicely. Try to explain certain things to me. At least I'll try to be any part. Me or maybe I.
Yeah.
But the way they will use force, it's like you are criminal from somewhere and that you'll be frustrated. You see, so they should take it cool, try to explain certain things to us, and then I think everything, because me too, when you explain it to me, I have friends, I have colleagues, I can also explain it to some of my friends, and they will also get it. So the way they treat us on the street, I think is unacceptable. So they should do something about it. And I think ChannelOne, you are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for calling.
And there is a message here saying that the 1,070 Ghana cedis is too much. So this one says that I'm Jeffrey from Domi Old Station. We are living in a country where leaders are always making laws to disadvantage the youth or to the layman of the country. How much do riders make that you are charging 1,070 Ghana cedis? And how many jobs have you created for these lay persons? We are living in a country where if you don't have a formal certificate, you won't be employed by the government, which is very sad. I think the government should create jobs which doesn't require formal certificate. Well, there are jobs that do not really require formal certificate, but the 1,070 Ghana cedis, maybe it should be looked at.
It's 1 year.
No,
it's
even
not
at
huge,
that.
though.
Even at
That's
that.
individual.
Yes, even at that.
It's not like the company is absolving you. So like our sister here said, Musa or Mohammed.
No.
Out
Taking
of
20
nowhere.
cedis, taking 50 cedis, taking you mean he should be doing susu
Mohammed's
to pay the amount of money.
1,070 is independent of the company's registration.
No, you don't get
So it's Mohammed that is paying.
Mohammed that is registering.
Yes, but that is a lot. That's
But
what we're
for 1
saying.
year,
But that's what we're saying.
1,070
Anyway,
Ghana
we will talk about that. We have a caller from Ajin Kotoku. Your name?
Joseph.
Okay, go ahead.
Please, about this situation, I don't know if it's the government or is the police people that are causing all this, because those guys, most of them are having genuine things, and I would still try to arrest them, because I have a friend who was arrested the last time, and frankly speaking, the way the stress that the guy went through and the money they even collected before releasing him was like
Boss, calm down.
Because Chema, go put me now fan way so we want something small to chop because there's no job. You pass here, hey, you enter here, hey. And we are finding ways and means to cater for our families, and you are out there messing things up for us. You didn't have your license, everything, but still, these people will be telling you unnecessary things or be doing unnecessary things on the road. This thing that they are doing, this thing that they are doing, they should have educated us on it first. Bring it for, oh, this and this and this is what we want to do. So if you know you are into this or you are having this sort of problem, try and fix it before this particular day or date. You can't just boost out and come outside and just do what you want to do, as if you have the law in your hands. No, so right there, no.
Are you into this business?
Say his friend.
Or your friend?
No, a friend of mine.
Yeah.
A friend. Maybe you would want to ask your friend whether he hasn't received any form of education on this.
Well, I follow you guys a lot. I'm even watching the tele at the moment. And also, apart from that, I follow other channels and I follow them.
Okay.
So if there's anything like that, I know. Even DVLA, I just read from one of your blogs that DVLA is owing about $200 million US.
Hey.
That's the debt they inherited or whatever. And we here, work on it and let us know how to go out. So if you have to do something like this, you have to bring out a notice first. Okay. This and this and this before you go on and work on whatever you want to work on. And yet,
anyway, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You're not welcome.
Right. You see,
serious.
like people will say, it get as it be.
It be as it gets. Anyway, so this message too says that, please, if I may ask, what's Courier service? No, Courier service. Yeah. The person wrote Courier service. Courier service company is doing is very wrong. You're taking too much money from the motorbike compared to the Uber drivers, boat drivers, and taxi drivers and the big cars. Are they paying the same thing, or that's a question? Before we go on the lines again, hello, Nana Yao from Achimota says that, please, I want to ask 9924 the purpose and mandate of the NCCE. Until yesterday, did he know about the Courier license? The person's asking you. The authorities just got up one day and decided to enforce regulations that almost nobody knows of and must be made to know the need to have sensitive. Oh, that's
sensitized,
one. Anyway.
Sensitize the public,
Sensitive. Let's go on the phone lines and pick who is on the line. Or we will deal with this message after. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and where you're calling us from, and let's hear from you.
My name is Gideon.
Okay.
I'm calling from Boyarifa.
Go ahead.
Yeah. I'm also a rider. I'm a rider and I do deliveries. I started delivery since 2019. You get it? That's Yango. They came to Global and other things, and now I'm doing personal deliveries. Even these licenses that they are talking about, that delivery line, I've never heard it before. And just recently, you'll be riding, they'll just stop you, take your key, ask you for a rider's delivery license, which I've never heard it before. So if there is something like that, you need to educate us and give us a time frame. See, after that, if you are arresting that, then we know that you gave us a time and we didn't comply with that. But you cannot just wake up a day and you are telling me delivery license you don't have, so come and pay this amount before you take your bike, call your delivery.
Have you been arrested before?
Yes, recently.
And what was the process like? What did they ask you to do when you were arrested?
They took the bike. They have to take your bike to this police station, asking you to go and do those things before you come for your bike. And they already ask you that the person you are doing the delivery for, you have to call the person to come, so that the person will also assist you to go through those processes before your bike will be given out. And even luckily that day, I was not doing deliveries. It was one of my madam that sent me to go and pick something from her at this thing to do. So I have to call my madam and then to talk to them before they leave me. And even that one, you have to give them something.
So you give them something?
You have to. Before they'll hand your key to you. Me, I have my license, my roadwork, my insurance, everything is working. As you'll be going, you are on the way, they'll just stop you. They'll steady you. You see, if you have those things and they talk to you, you don't panic. So when they just get to you, they'll see, oh, you just give us something and go. We are not ready to take anything. Just give us something and go. He said a lot. They have to look at that thing and sort it out.
Okay. Thank you. Grateful for your time. And I think most of the calls, awareness, education, awareness, education. Now, Mr. Bergerson, you have a lot of work to do. Yeah, he really.
What was the gentleman's question again?
He's asking you whether until today.
Yeah.
Did you know?
Did you know they were supposed to pay
there
all
was
that?
any courier license?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Do you know how much you were supposed to pay?
I didn't know how much because I am not into the business of delivery. You get it? I know and even know where their office is. You know the Capitol Road?
Yeah.
When you're coming down to use the overhead that goes to Burma Camp. It's just on the right.
It's not far from, I think,
Elwak. It's behind Elwak. You get it?
Yeah.
But you see, even if I did not know about it, I am not in the business of delivery service. If I want to enter into any business of delivery, I will find out the rules or regulations that pertain there. I'll give you a classic example. You've trained to be a hairdresser.
Before your
so
example,
you have your
let's
license to be
Abdul.
a hairdresser. But when you're setting up your salon, don't you take a permit?
Yeah. All right, Abdul.
Yes, please, madam, I'm back, please.
All right. Can you share your experience with us?
Yes, please. Madam, please, what I want to say is that I would like to first to tell you or congratulate you on your station.
All right.
You are doing a very good job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And I'm watching you all the time.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
ChannelOne, you are the best.
Thank you so much.
We please, my problem is about, the law, this very law that, what is the name?
The courier services or the license?
Yes, please.
The courier license.
Yes, please. That very one. I have never heard it from anywhere. I've never heard it from anyone. And just recently, they just stood up and then said they are arresting Okada riders or those making delivery, which I don't understand.
Okay. Then now
I don't really understand that point.
Are you a rider?
Because my brother is also a delivery man. He's also making those kind of delivery job.
Okay.
Right. All right. So what has your brother told you? Has he ever been arrested?
Yes, please. He's road works and he's even having a license, driving license.
Right.
Yes, but they were arresting. They arrested him some day ago.
And has his bike been given back to him?
Like a week ago, yes.
All right. And what did he do for his bike to be given back to him?
At times when they just arrest him or saw him on the road like that, they will just tell him that he should bring something before they leave him.
All right.
They once even sent him to court. I can remember. Yes.
Oh wow.
His road works and everything is working. He's even having a driving license.
All right.
Active one, of course.
So they sent him to court on what charge?
Please, he said.
They sent him to court on what charge?
They said he's not putting on this thing, a reflector, the reflector, this thing.
The jacket.
The jacket.
The jacket, yes. That's what they were telling him. They charged him on.
Right.
You understand that? So please, and we are not doing politics, so please, but please, just for 1 minute, let me wrap up. We are not, even though I'm not doing politics, or I'm not into politics, but what I'm saying is that John Mahama, our president, when he was coming, he was campaigning to we the youth in Ghana, he told us he will legalize Okada when he come on power.
Yeah.
Please, can you remember that one?
Yes,
he just talked about it.
Yes, please. So why is he now chasing the Okada riders and the delivery this thing?
There's a process to legalize the Okada riders. There's an amendment that has to be made to the Road Traffic Regulations Act, which is on course. The Transport Ministry has set up a committee that is working at it. I am not happy with the duration or the time it has taken for them to finish, but we know that there's some work that is being done about it.
Okay.
All right.
Please.
Thank you.
So please, they should look onto it for us because it is hurting us a lot. It is hurting us a lot because when you take something from someone, when you take someone's food from him, you one day pay for it.
Yes.
Because this is not what you promised us that you come and do for us, the youth.
Very well. Abdul, thank you so much. Thank you so much for calling us.
You know, to add to what Abdul said, I was listening to the radio last time, and it was, I think it was a headline about the president saying that there are no jobs. Yeah, there are no jobs. No, although the number of the youth is actually growing, something needs to be done about creating more jobs, because the only industries that seem to be doing well with creating jobs are creatives and oil and gas. And also it has to do with technology. I think something about tech. Exactly. It has to do with tech. So, and like this other person that sent the message talking about qualifications. So people who don't have qualifications might not get jobs in some places like the tech or the oil and gas, maybe creative space. But then again, if you are not talented to be in the creative space, that means you're not making jobs. So people like the delivery guys, people like Mohammed that I talked about, probably just want something to do. Something to survive on, something to make the next CD, something to make the next dollar to help their family. So there just needs to be the next CD. I like dollars.
we have a caller from Ajay Kojo. Good morning. Your name?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Nate. I'm calling from Ajay Kojo.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I would like to hear a letter about the Okada riders. We have a challenge when we get an accident, when we are rushed to the hospital. There's a perceived mind by the nurses and midwives, the doctors, that since you are a rider, you get an accident, the only option they get, you have to amputate you or cut wherever you have an injury. It is something which is going on. You need to discuss it.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you had some friends that have had their legs amputated?
A friend not, but I've seen one or two.
Wow.
At the hospital, which it happened.
Are you an Okada rider yourself?
Yes, I'm not. I'm a rider. I have my own personal ride, which I go around, and I've been seeing this on the way.
Wow.
For the police, it's arguably because the rules and regulations about the riding, there's a whole lot of uniform you need to wear, which most of us riders don't have when riding. That's the truth. Because the regulation of the riding has a whole lot of uniform you need to put on as a safety guard. But most of we, the riders, we don't have it. So that's where the police normally disturb us with. But we need education on that so that we can tune into it.
True.
Okay.
Right.
But my concern is the hospital. The hospital.
Right.
That is my because an accident is an accident, irrespective of whether it's a motor riding or a car accident. Since the patient is arrived, you should be treated equally. But when it is alleged that you are an Okada rider, what they say is they're more riding rough. And when he comes, it's like a form of punishment to us.
Yeah. So there's a perception which is fueling this perceived punishment as well. Right.
That is it.
Right. Nick, thank you so much. Then you need to be very careful.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to be really careful.
It's by His mercies and grace which we all ride and go around.
Amen. We pray for more grace and mercies. Yeah.
Thank you.
Nick has just drawn our attention to something, and I think it's quite serious if indeed that's what's happening.
Yeah.
And it needs to be addressed. But Chris, I agree with you entirely. Education, awareness creation should be intensified. There should be a lot of noise about this courier regulation and licensing. The riders themselves need to know about it. But like I've said here, if you are into any business,
research
you
about
should
it.
know about what you are getting into, the requirements in there, the regulations in there. At what point are you falling foul of those regulations? What are the punishments in there? You should know all this. But the education and awareness should not be limited to the riders only. I can bet my bottom peswa that the officer enforcing the law might not even know what is in that law.
Yes.
So they themselves need education.
Yeah.
You get it? Like the last caller said, we all know, to ride, you should be geared up.
Yes. Yes.
It's like me driving. I'm sitting in my own car, so I won't wear seat belts. But I can be arrested for not wearing the seat belt. It's my own life. I want to crash and die. What's in my own? But I can be arrested for it.
You won't die in Jesus' name.
Oh, God is king. Me, I'll grow old.
The message here says that, good morning, I really support the lady's suggestion in relation to awareness. It is possible for the delivery outfits to pay these charges quarterly. That's notwithstanding the agencies who arrest defaulters to take it easy with the riders. This one also says that the services we provide are very important to Ghanaians. I think if there is a license for Courier, while he has the normal motorbike license, then we should ask the Bolt, Yango, and Uber to also get the license to carry people as well. A big truck driver also have to be licensed to carry sand and other things, because it doesn't make sense. I'm sure there are licenses for almost everything.
If you are into license for every vehicle.
If you are into the truck, sand and all that,
you need to qualify to be able to operate a vehicle. That one is granted. That's why I was asking the other texter or caller that can he use a B1 license to drive a truck. It's not done.
Right.
This one says that I feel most of these registration policies and the amount charged are just
B1?
to...
B2.
Hey, I'm thinking visas. License B.
License B are just to make the poor poorer. If they just want to reduce the Okada numbers, they should just say it. Over 1,000 Ghana cedis registration for Okada Courier.
Come on.
Come on. Just say you want them to stop their business. Simple. This country, Dabio, Godfred from Kumasi. This one says that, good morning, I'm Samuel. The delivery license is a good idea, but they need to give us notice since it's a new thing they are introducing. The price is too much. 600 Ghana cedis for penalty fine, which covers you for a month. Then you pay 1,070 for the license itself. Wow. How much is the motor license itself? Then they should let us leave the driver license and go in for the courier license rather. I hope people who use the bike as privates are not involved. Someone said, oh yes, what the man said about the hospital thing is true. They don't care about the riders.
They want to amputate your legs.
When you go there, you just get the accident. You just challenge. You are even making noise in town and all that. So they just
but that's not fair.
That's not fair. But I also think it's important we take into consideration what one of the callers said about how they are treated by the officials, by the police. Hence
my advocacy for
Do you understand?
Watching for what?
For exactly. And I feel like...
so they don't even know the law themselves.
We don't need to behave like animals to exert power. Everybody feels like I have power, so I can treat you in any way. There's something about talking to people nicely, customer service. There's something about being nice for people to understand, okay, this is the reason why I'm cheating you. Do you understand? Yes, I have cheated you, but this is the reason why I'm cheating you. So you better know. You have to educate people. Because there are a lot of people that don't understand what is really going on. But I've shown you my license, I've shown you my roadway, I've shown you my insurance, I've shown you everything. But now this is the point where you, as the officer, educates the person. This is the reason why I am cheating you.
Now, same human relations problem, poor communication problem has led to a not so saintly Raf doing live video at Ridge Hospital, and today we are here.
Anyway, we will have a lot more for you on the show.